Hello, I'm Dawlish from Dawlish and the Archies, and I have bears! I also have a kitty. His name is Pause. P-A-U-S-E. Oh, and I also have ADHD. And a piano. And this quarter I just found! And a llama! More on him later. And also apparently gas. And I am thankful for all these things. Well, not so much the ADHD, But anyway, the point is, that's why I'm so glad that there's this Project Wrocksome that's going on to talk about your favorite charity, because now is a time for giving. Also, that whole only speak about one charity thing, not gonna really work out for me. So I'm gonna talk about my favorite charities, like plural. First, my favorite charity, the Harry Potter Alliance, and we have someone very special to speak to you about it. A wizard himself. Hello, my name is Ludo Bagman. See, says L. Bagman there. And I was very pleased to be asked to talk to you about the Harry Potter Alliance. It is one of my favorite charities, and here's why. It takes people, and it's taking their love of the Harry Potter series and using it to enact social change. We've helped gather thousands of signatures to tell the UN to stop the genocides in Rwanda and Darfur. We've gone and we worked really hard to stop Proposition 8. Unfortunately, it passed, but we're basically acting out the morals of the Harry Potter series. The weapon we have is love, and using them to change the world. A bunch of nerds can change the world, as you well know. And you can find out more at www.hpalliance.org. Unfortunately, the HP Alliance is not technically a charity. You can't, first, they don't even have a donation bit because they're more like a social activism thing. They get people to donate to other charities, like Stand Fast for Darfur. Organized a lot of people do that this December 3rd. So they're more as a stepping stone to get to other charities and to nerd out while doing that. So they're awesome. You can like buy t-shirts and stuff. And I recommend you do. They have a new shirt design that's awesome. So, yeah, but they're not technically a charity. So I can't devote the entire video to them. So, I'm also going to talk about the Office for Letters and Light. It's run by the same people who do NaNoWriMo and Script Frenzy. And we have an important-looking man sitting at a desk to talk to you all about it. Oh, hello. I was just perusing my two favorite tomes. The Big Gold Book of Latin Verbs, and The Complete Short Stories of Mark Twain. I was also staring at my collection of fine art. Now, I really like stories. I like books. I like anything really that has to do with writing. And that's why I love the Office of Letters and Light. Now, some might think that I'd probably be talking about some very stuffy, important sort of charity, since I am an important sort of fellow. However, the Office of Letters and Light, it's important, but it's not what you call upscale. What it does is that you've probably heard of its main project. NaNoWriMo, National Novel Writing Month, in which thousands of people write millions of words. They're trying to write 50,000 words in 30 days. I've tried about 4 times, failed each time, but it was a blast. But how is this a charity, you might ask? Well, they do other things, like Script Frenzy, which is the same thing but for movie scripts. That's still not a charity, but this is the thing about that is a charity. They do so much great work for building libraries in third world countries. They've worked, I'm pretty sure they've worked with First Book, they've done all sorts of great stuff. So is the Harry Potter Alliance. They've worked with that sort of stuff too, but they do so much work to promote literacy around the world. And the thing is, literacy we often take for granted, but it's such an important skill, because if you're able to read, one, I mean, you could read books and there's a whole world opens up to you. But if you're unable to read and write, then the whole world is pretty much shut to you. Helping kids to read helps ensure that they become... Oh no!
It's a cliffhanger. Become what? Oh, no, I don't know what to do. And also, yes, I drew that at the bottom.
Literate, well-spoken adults that can use their skills for more than working for basically Walmart or whatever, and that's getting to another issue entirely. But the Office of Letters and Light, and by letters like just A, B, C, D, E, F, G, helps, one, it's getting people to just write, just get a novel down. No pressure, just write. Quantity over quality. But then it's also getting people to read. People who haven't been able to read. It's helping promote literacy, it's helping promote writing, and it's so, so great. And you can go to NaNoWriMo.org and also their other websites, which are www.lettersandlight.org. There are other things you might be doing that I'm going to talk about now. And it's going to include talking about llamas. That's right, the Heifer Foundation. Or Heifer Project.
It's the Heifer International Foundation. Now, the Heifer Foundation, of the 3 or 4, possibly more charities I'm going to talk about in this vid, this is probably the one that you're most familiar with. As you probably know, the Heifer Foundation, what they do is people donate, and they donate about $100, $150, and that can get chicken, $50 I think just for some chickens. Chicken, sheep, cows, llamas, all sorts of livestock and farm animals to people in third world countries, Eastern European, Central European countries. People, communities that need a source of stable income. And animals are a great source of that. I mean, cows, continual milk, llamas and sheep, all the fur you could use for yourself and you can sell. You should really consider giving to them. Now, it is a bit spendy, so if you can't, try pitching in a few bucks. I think they have that. But if not, there's also other charities you can give to, like
the Mennonite Disaster Service. So, Mennonite Disaster Service. So, they're awesome. Why? Well, basically what they do is disasters happen all around in America, but a lot in the South recently with hurricanes, and they're still rebuilding from Katrina. And Mennonite Disaster Service is still there. They're not getting as much support anymore. That's the other thing. We do, our work is a lot need-based, people that need it the most, and we build a new house. Buttons of evil! And electricity. And so, anyway, Mennonite Disaster Service. I've worked with them for 2 weeks plus change, and it's awesome. You should really consider trying to, even if you're not a Mennonite or whatever, because they're doing rebuilding. You'll learn useful skills. I got to crawl around under and on top of a house with pipes and power tools, and it was fun. People let me use power tools. Their website is www.mds.mennonite.net. Just pitch in whatever you want. Whatever you do, I can tell you really helps. And I've seen firsthand that a lot can get done, because there still is a lot of work to be done in the South and all over, that Mennonite Disaster Service is really changing lives and doing so much good, and really, really consider donating. It's really great. Also, plant a tree. And just go out and get some tree seeds, buy some acorns or some kiwi or something. I don't think they make kiwi trees. Or some watermelon. No, they don't make watermelon trees. Go out, buy some acorns, some walnuts or something. Eat them and then plant the seeds. Or, if you want to spend a bit more and see more faster result, or at least more noticeable result, go out and buy a little potted tree and plant it. Or just get some plants. You can get like 70-cent plant seeds, and that way you can make some food for yourself or some herbs or something like that for yourself and help the environment by planting seeds. Plant some trees! Woo! And the website for that was www.justgotothestoreyoutidiot.net. Remember that, .net, not .com. And so now, a special word from a man in a dress.
A man in a dress in a shower, you might add. So, folks, I'm just going to say a little ending message. Dawlish did most of the talking. But here's the thing. You don't have that much money left. I know, you're giving to your friends and your family, and that's great. But the thing is, you don't need to give a bunch. You don't need to give a big tax deductible, by the way, contribution to any of these charities. All you need to do, pitch in $2 or $3 if you have a PayPal, if you have a Visa, something like that. Just go to the websites, pitch in $3. Do that every month. Do that every month of the year. Doesn't have to be Christmas time. Just pitch in, that's all I'm asking. Just pitch in $2. Doesn't have to be to any of these charities. Any charity at all. Have a great day, and thank you for watching this video for the Project 4.
Awesome!